Okay. So coming to the current affairs session, rare species of duck sighted in Manipur's Loktak Lake after over 90 years. So a duck was spotted after a long gap, and Loktak Lake in Manipur is known for hanging gardens, world's only hanging gardens. We have discussed in our routine classes. Okay, and the great scope, locally known as Sadangman, was recently sighted in Loktak Lake in Manipur's Bishnupur district after a gap of over 90 years. Of course, that is sufficient. The greater scope species distributed in Asia, Europe, the United States, and Canada. It is a rare visitor to the Indian subcontinent. Based on season, they will migrate. It is a picture of the duck. Now, spot-bellied eagle owl. It is spotted in our Seshachala hills of Andhra Pradesh, which is also famous for red sandalwood. Okay, and even the holy shrine, Tirumala, is located in that hills only. Okay, a spot-bellied eagle owl, Bubo nepalensis, was spotted for the first time in the Seshachalam forest and for the third time in Andhra Pradesh. About spot-bellied eagle owl, of course, it is the bold predator bird measuring almost all 2 feet and weighing 2 kgs. It feeds on small rodents and lizards. Now, Italian hydroelectric project. So actually nowadays, National Green Tribunal is not giving green signal for many hydroelectric project and also developmental projects, citing the ecological concern. One thing is the Italian hydroelectric project. See, the Forest Advisory Committee has asked the Arunachal Pradesh government to file a fresh proposal for forest diversion and the construction of the EHEP. That is the project. What is forest diversion? If you are using the forest land for other purposes, it is called as forest diversion. So, if forest is used for other purposes, automatically a lot of harm will be caused to the ecosystem. There is no doubt in it. Yes. The fact, which works under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, order came amid reports of non-compliance with its conditions. So they are not following the bylaws or the system. So they asked the Arunachal Pradesh government to resubmit the proposal. So here actually what happens? They will ask about the dam states or dams on the river, etc. in your prelims. The contentious 3097 megawatt project is located in the Dibang Valley, a biodiversity hotspot, Arunachal Pradesh. See, these northeastern states are having rich biodiversity because of heavy rainfall, and even they are also having the rugged terrain. So, Dibang Valley, it was proposed in 2008, almost all 14 years back, joint venture between Jindal Power Limited and the Hydropower Development Corporation of the Arunachal Pradesh. So, these Jindal Power will invest and they may use that power for their industry, or if they are not having the industry, they will sell that power to the local discoms, because we are having a concept called as PPP, private power producers. So take the example of AP and Telangana. We are having the GVK power, Lanco power, etc. There are many power private power producers in India. Even a small person can also involve in that business if they invest nearly 8 or 10 crores, if I am not wrong. The plan combined 2 runoff of the river schemes, which limited storage requiring concrete gravity dams on river Tangon and river Tangan and Dri, which are tributaries of Dibang River. So these tributaries may be asked in the examination. So we cannot assess, and even they may ask about the inhabitants or tribal inhabitants who will get damaged because of this dam. They are Idumishmi. Even Idumishmi is also a folk festival in that region. Idumishmi tribes. It ran into several controversies over concerns of ecological damage, forest invasion, and tribal displacement, especially Idumishmi tribes. So, in recent days, the National Green Tribunal has taken sumoto cases. So it has initiated the cases by itself by seeing the social media, maybe in the TV or in the newspaper. It is called as the Sumoto on 6 mega project where stringent clearance conditions to compensate for the high environmental impact were side stopped. Kulda Tamnar Core Link run by Mahanadi Coalfields Limited in Odisha. Tamnar Thermal Plant, which is operated by Jindal Power. Again, I told about the PPP, that is private power producer. The same case with the Dibang Hydel project, a planned concrete gravity dam in Arunachal Pradesh. Lowell Subansri Hydel project. You know, the Subansri is a tributary of Dhansri, Subhasri. They are the tributaries of the Brahmaputra. So on these 4 or 5 projects, NGT has initiated a Sumoto cases. It has initiated by itself. Okay, that is called as a Sumoto. Now, NCRT, National Council for Education Research Training, has notified India's first national assessment regulator, that is the PARA. So, what is the meaning of assessment? Like our progress card. Like many people, many of our people, wrote the Telangana Group 1 prelims, and many of them cleared. So, what is the final assessment? They handle the exam in a fair manner. If nobody clears, it is a bad assessment. So here assessment means whether a child of second class is able to study the or do the mathematics or solve the problem in the second class maths book. That is the meaning of the assessment. Of course, not only that, even they have to see what is the grading differentiation between the different boards of education. Like take the example of AP Telangana. See, we are having our State Council of Education and Research Training, and again CBSE. CBSE, the marks giving you a pattern is different from the state, so there will be some sort of parity. So how to combat that? So to see all kinds of issues, this organization was established. Parag has been launched as part of the implementation of NEP. You know what is the aim of NEP? To increase spending for the education. And even it also stressed on how many language system? 3 language system: mother tongue, Hindi, and English. To advise school boards regarding new assessment patterns. School boards means just now state syllabus or CBSE or SC, ERT, etc. School boards regarding new assessment patterns in the latest research and promote collaboration between them to facilitate students for self-assessment of learning outcomes, to remove disparities in the score of students enrolled with different boards. State boards will give 100% marks. Some boards may not give 100% marks. Even the same cases with the universities also. Few universities will give full marks. Few universities will have tough correction. When I was pursuing my BTech, so that SKD and SVO, they were strict and they used to give very less marks. If you get 60% means it is like distinction. Nowadays, take the example of intermediate. Everybody will get the 10 out of 10. 10 GPR, I don't know what they will call it by name. Okay? Yes. So when you come to the NEP, of course, just now we have discussed the government wanted to increase the spending to have a good standard of education, and even they want to have a uniform system of education, and even they want to have a uniform curriculum. Understand? Yes. Again, see, there should be uniform curriculum. Okay, and even in my opinion, there should be recruitment with a uniform pattern for the competitive examinations like state services and the Union Public Service Commission. So if you prepare for one exam, you should be able to write all the examination. So nowadays, what is happening? Even in the states itself, they are having different patterns for different examinations. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, the NEP intends to boost spending on education by enhancing the education budget to a level of 6% of the GDP. It has emphasized the use of the mother tongue or local language as the medium of instruction till class 5, while recommending its continuance till 8 and beyond. Even in the British period also, one committee recommended the primary education in the local language or vernacular language or mother tongue. What is the name of that committee? Which suggested to have the education at lower level in vernacular languages. Nobody from online? So it is the Wood's Dispatch, Charles Wood's Dispatch, Wood's Dispatch. Even it is also called as Magna Carta of the Indian education, not Macaulay minutes. Okay, Wood's Dispatch. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now, Grameen Udyami scheme. Of course, earlier also we have discussed. So to impart living skills for the rural masses, especially rural youth, such that we can stop migration of youth from the rural areas to urban areas. A recent survey which came maybe in the last week said that the unemployment rate in urban areas is increasing, whereas in rural areas it is decreasing. One reason is migration of rural youth to the urban places, and the second reason is the expansion of economy in the rural areas. Yes, if you go to a rural area, even a mason is getting full work for him because everybody is constructing good pakka houses. Unlike the earlier days, they used to simply migrate to the nearby towns or cities. Um, Now it is not the case. Even in the villages, also you can find, especially, I mean, 2 or 3 story buildings. Okay. Yes. So it is clear that rural India is growing because even the recent unemployment survey said that unemployment has decreased, whereas urban has increased. So it is a skill development program. Under the program, the endeavor is to multi-skill India's youth and impart functional skills to them for enabling livelihoods, like occasional training, like tailoring, anything, welding, turning, even many other things like a small mechanism, fan winding, electrician, etc. So it is the need of the hour. They will not move from their village because migration is major problem. And if they will get the self-employment, even automatically the burden for the government jobs will also reduce. Okay? Yes. NSDC is a non-profit public limited company established in 2008 under Section 25 of the Companies Act. The Ministry of Finance established NSDC as a public-private partnership model. The Government of India, through the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, owns 49% of NSDP, 49% of share, while the private sector owns the remaining 51%. The project is being implemented in 6 states. Okay, NSDC works under Ministry of Skill Development and Educate and Enterprises. Okay, of course, setting up of labs and classrooms through sector skill councils in Seva Bharati Kendra Skill Development Center. All is related to a Grameen Udyami scheme. Okay, power to empower, like one. If you're having skills, you can do anything. Of course, even in the last class also we have discussed about the Prashad scheme, where our honorable president has inaugurated 2 such sites, one at Bhadrachalam, the other at the Warangal. And this is, with regard to the development of a pilgrimage center in Karnataka, Chamundi Hills, very near to the Mysore. So actually, local people have requested the central government to look into the matter, saying that your developmental activities will harm the local ecosystem. So they wanted to reassess the, development scheme or pattern. Okay. Even nowadays, even last year also we have discussed. Last class also we have discussed this concept with regard to Jaina temples. One in Gujarat and other in which state? Jharkhand. We have discussed. Okay. Yes. And even we have discussed the Prasad scheme. The government of India launched the Prasad scheme in the year 2014 under the Ministry of Tourism. The scheme focuses on developing and identifying the pilgrimage sites across India for enriching the religious tourism experience. Of course, they will plan, privatize, and they will provide amenities, and even they will also increase the connectivity Take the example of IRCTC. It is running lot of tourism packages from Hyderabad or from any part of the country. And even in the last class, we have discussed about a scheme where the government insists the temple authorities to have a healthy prasad. What is the name of that scheme? Yes, Bhog, healthy prasad. Why we discussed that? Why it was in news in the last week? Because the prasad at Swami Ayyappa temple had more insecticides in the cardamom used by them. Cardamom. We have discussed even types of cardamom also we have discussed. Green, black and white. Okay? Yes. This is the Chamundi Hills. Now, you know what is Asba and where it is used. Asba system. Because you people are, most of you are from even commerce background, and even few people have pursued the MBA also, that to finance, and they are the right persons to answer this. Where did this ASBA is used? ASBA. Application supported by the blocked amount system. Application supported by the blocked amount system. ASBA. You can see in the newspapers time and again, time and again, time and again. When there is IPO or FPO. Now take the example of Adani. Adani has issued the FPO amounting to the tune of 20,000 crores. It is one of the largest FPO in India. FPO, I am talking about the FPO, not IPO. Earlier we had maybe some other organization with the same value, but it is FPO. This 20,000 FPO is very high. So see now, you know, when you come to the stock market, the appropriate name for that is the capital market. Okay. Financial markets in India are divided into money market and capital market. Financial markets in India are divided into money market and capital market. Money market to fulfill our short-term needs. We have discussed in our routine classes. Whereas capital market, long-term needs. So here shares, debentures, bonds, etc. are transacted. One person will sell, other will purchase. There is no doubt in it. Now, so again, when you come to the capital markets, there are two types of markets: primary market and secondary market. Primary market and secondary market. What is primary market? When the company comes to sell its share for the first time, when company directly comes and sells its shares in the market, it is called as the initial public offer. Initial public offer is done in the primary market. It is called as the primary market. Now Adani is giving FPO. It is also, the company is directly offering shares to the common people and also big investors. Big investors. They will purchase a huge volume of shares. Institutional investors, etc. Even that also, both IPO and FPO will come under the primary market. So in primary market, this system is used. So now, last year LIC has issued the IPO worth of maybe 40 or 50,000 crores, if I am not wrong. They have sold nearly 4 or 5% of their stake in the market. They will fix the price band. The price band was nearly 800 to 900. Now, how we will apply for that IPO? You should have a DMAT account. It is said that to apply for that IPO, many people have opened the DMAT account to apply for the LIC IPO. So here what happens in the DMAT account, when you apply for the shares, say some lot, they will fix some lot. the maximum limit will be 1 lakh, if I am not wrong. Up to worth of 1 lakh, you can apply through single PAN number. Even if you have multiple DMAT accounts also, you cannot apply for more than 1 lakh because it is linked to the PAN number. One PAN number, 1 lakh. Now, what you will do, you will apply for 1 lakh worth of shares. You are applying. There is no guarantee that you will be allocated shares, because suppose if a company is selling 100 shares through its IPO, if 1,000 people, if there is demand of 1,000 shares, automatically everybody will not get. So here what happens, when you are applying, then the amount of that value, for the number of shares which you have applied, say 80,000 or 1 lakh, that will be blocked in your bank account only. So no harm to the interest paid by the bank to you. You are not losing anything. That amount will be blocked. Why? You have applied for the IPO. So allocation of shares is not guaranteed because most of the issues will be oversubscribed. You know what is meant by oversubscribed? Oversubscribed. Suppose the company wanted to sell 100 shares. The demand is more than 100. Then it is called as oversubscribed. If the demand is 100, then it is fully subscribed. If the demand is only 80, then it is called as undersubscribed. So generally, many IPOs will be oversubscribed because the price band will be lucrative. Means the valuations will be lucrative. Like if you are passing by the side of the road, if one person shouts saying that jam, 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 30 rupees, 30 rupees, what you will do? Automatically you will stop your vehicle and you will purchase that because the price is lucrative. So generally IPOs will be lucrative, but sometimes the IPO listing will harm the investors, especially small investors. Just to make the subject understand, I mean to make you the subject understand, I will take the example of the Paytm. Paytm. Paytm shares fell like anything on the first day itself. Now far lesser than the IPO price. The shares are available. Even the same case with the Zomato also. Okay? Yeah. So, but generally what happens? IPO price will be lucrative. Now, many people will apply. So, automatically what happened? Through DMAT only you will apply. And DMAT, for DMAT account, you are having many brokers like IIFL and also Zerodha. Okay? And also many like Kotak Securities, ICICI Securities, HDFC Securities. So earlier, what used to happen? We used to transfer our amount from the bank to the DMAT account. Suppose if I am having IIFL account, so I used to transfer my amount to the DMAT account of IIFL. So now the money is in the hands of that person, that amount, because I am transferring earlier. So what happened? They were misusing these funds. Yes, no doubt in it. So for that purpose, the SEBI came to the rescue and they said that only now the amount will be blocked in the concerned bank account, because this process will take nearly 15 days from application of share to allocation. Suppose if you are transferring that amount to the DMAT account, then you will lose the 15 days interest. 15 days interest. So to address the concern of the common people, this system was brought by the SEBI. So your money will be in the bank. Only when the shares are allocated for you, then only money will be debited. Suppose in the lottery system or whatever may be the case, if shares are allocated for you, then only amount will be debited. That is the meaning of Asba. Why now it is in news? Asba was in operation only in the primary market, that is in the IPO and the FPO, follow on public offer and IPO. IPO means when the company come to sell the shares for the first time, initial public offer. Now take the example of Adani. It is not IPO, FPO, follow-on public offer. Again, they are selling the shares, FPO. Okay? Yes. So earlier it was only for the primary market. Now SEBI wanted to extend it for the secondary market also. What is secondary market? A person having a shares of a company, say RIL, for understanding purpose, may sell his share to the other person. So in the secondary market, there will be shares transaction between two parties, not the owner of the industry. That is the secondary market. You see, through DMAT account, you will sell the shares and you will also buy the shares. So now SEBI wanted to extend this application supported by the blocked amount system to the secondary market also. The reason is same. When you are keeping huge amount in the DMAT accounts, then they can do anything. Even you can see in the YouTubes how the brokers are manipulating the accounts and taking the money. They can charge the transaction amount whatever manner they like. Yes, there are many cases initiated by big traders on the platforms like Zerodha or IAFL or whatever may be the case. So to avoid such things, SEBI also wanted to extend this system to the secondary market. But it is tough task as far as secondary market is concerned, because they will purchase now. If the price increases, within 2 minutes they may sell the share also. Okay? Yes. It is the meaning of the many times asked in the examination. What is Asba? Application supported by the blocked amount system. The aim of this system is to see that the person's money will not be blocked and he will get the interest, because nowadays in the savings bank account the interest rate is lucrative, running from 3% to even some banks are giving 5 to 6% also. I hope everybody understood this concept. Okay? Yes. Now, of course, for understanding purpose, I explained everything. Primary market, company will sell shares to the common man, to the investors. Secondary market, stock exchange, one person will sell, one person will buy. That is the secondary market. Okay? Primary, secondary market. In both the cases, you need the DMAT account. Without DMAT account, you cannot do anything. Okay? Yes. So the same thing now. What is the reason behind its move by SEBI? Asba system is the primary market aims to eliminate the need to transfer funds in advance to a broker. Earlier, when I participated in the IPO of Oil India Limited, I transferred amount to my broker to apply for that IPO, OIL. Even I got that allocation also. Even I got that shares allocation. Later I sold. Now it is multifold. Now the share has increased multifold. Now, no question of transfer to the broker. Only that amount will be blocked. Therefore, it reduces chances of misuse or losses caused by broker default. However, currently in the second market, investors have to submit collateral or transfer funds in advance to the broker before executing a trade. This sometimes leads to misuse. If I want to purchase the RIL shares, first I want to transfer the shares to my DMAT, transfer the money to my DMAT account, and I have to purchase. Now, if they introduce Asba in the secondary market, there is no need for me to transfer the money to the broker. Automatically, once I purchase the shares, that amount will be deducted. Now, secondary market, investors have to submit collateral or transfer funds. See here, what is the meaning of collateral? For many people, banking is over, but still their faces are looking like mums. Suppose collateral means I want to take a loan of say 20 lakhs from a bank. Then he will ask for the surety. Then I will mortgage my plot. That is the collateral. That is called as the collateral. Understand? Even sometimes they may ask for surety also, a person's surety. But in this sense, collateral means you have to keep some asset as a guarantee. That is called as the collateral. Okay? That is called as the collateral. Now, so what are submitted to these brokerage firms as the collateral? One is, Bharat bond. Bharat bond is a government bond. If you submit this Bharat band to these brokers as a collateral, what they will do? Suppose if your bond is say 1 lakh rupees, they will immediately allocate 90% of that value for you to trade or to purchase the shares. That is called as the collateral. Even suppose take the example of IIFL. Okay. Now they are giving the non-convertible debentures. So we will purchase the non-convertible debentures of say 1 lakh rupee. Then we can give that as the collateral and we will get the 90% of that amount and we will trade. Many big traders will give collateral, not money. Why? If they give collateral, what happens? They will get double benefit because Bharat bond will give them the yield of 6 or 7% or 8% a year. They are not losing anything. Without any loss, they will get the same amount to trade in the market. So that is the business idea. Are you able to follow? Okay, that is the meaning of the collateral. So many people don't know this and even they will not try to understand the subject. No, why it is not needed, and finally when you write the examination, then everything will be clear there. Arya par. Okay? Yes, my dears. And SEBI, it is a statutory body. What is the meaning of statutory body? A body established by the Act of Parliament, and it is a supervisory body, and even it is also having the power to punish a person if a person or a institution involves in the stock market manipulations. Okay? Yes. The Securities and Exchange Board of India is a regulatory body for the securities and commodity market in India. What is commodity market? You are having the bullion. What is bullion? What is bullion? What will come under bullion? Madam Chandrika Garu. Krandar. In bullion, two things are traded, gold and silver. It is called as bullion market. Understand? Everybody is sleeping. They had buffet breakfast, it seems. Double buffet breakfast. One from house, one from hostel. Yes. Hmm? Gold and silver. Yes, yes, yes. Gold and silver. Chika, no issue. Again, leaving that, you are having even commodity market also. MCX, NCDX, crude oil, everything is traded. Even Jeera, our food grains, tuar, kapas, cotton is also traded. So SEBI will supervise all these markets. Now, it will work under the Ministry of Finance within the Government of India. Now, when you come to the next topic, Tulal, it is a art of the Kerala, like the which is the classical dance of Kerala, Mr. Dinesh. Online students, classical dance of Kerala. Yes, Swati Garu. Kathakali. 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 Kathak is different. We have discussed Birju Maharaj Kathak. We have discussed in earlier classes two luminaries who have passed away who are pioneers in the Kathakali. Okay? Yes. Tarvata. Yes. Tulal, a satirical art form, is a recite and dance art form of Kerala that is sufficient. It was introduced in 18th century. It closely resembles a Kathakali artist, the costumes, etc. The Tulal performer is supported by a singer who repeats the verses and is accompanied by an orchestra of mridangam or etc. etc. Yes, and you know, Natu wins best original song at 2023 Global Globe Award. So local to global, so anybody can do anything. It is clear from this achievement. Okay, yes. SS Rajamouli's RRR wins Best Original Song for Natu Natu. Composer MM Kiravani along with singers Kala Bhairava and Rahul Sibliganj has won the Golden Globe for Best Original Song for the track Natu Natu, which became an anthem of sorts for fans of director SS Rajamouli's RRR. Of course, as we are from Telugu region, we know that song in a fair manner. The historical epic has also been nominated in the Best Non-English Language Film category at the 80th Golden Globes. About Golden Globe Awards, it was started in 1944 and is given by Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Try to remember Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Annually for American and international film and television, the award is considered an important precursor to the Oscars. See, Mr. Kiramani. Okay? Yes, my dears. Now, Digital India Awards. So, these awards are given to the organizations or the persons who popularize their manufactured things or products or serve the human community through the digital platform. Take the example of our internet online. It is the best friend of the student who is preparing for the competitive exams. Yes, everything is available. Everything. Whatever you want, it is available in the internet. Beyond the books, no doubt in it. See, books will not be printed daily, but this they will change daily. Take the example of PIB. Daily you will get the updates. Okay? Yes. So this award was given to the CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. President Draupadi Murmu recently conferred the Digital India Award 2022 Gold to CBSE in the Data Sharing and Use for Socio-Economic Development category. CBSE's pioneering IT initiative, Digital Academic Repository, Parinam Manjusha was selected for the Gold category. Other winners, Platinum, ENAM for creating a unified national market for agriculture. We have discussed ENAM, that is to have the auctioning process in different markets by just displaying the pic in the online. We have discussed in the earlier classes, electronic national agricultural marketing. Platinum Award, E-Vivechana app to help in crime investigation in the State Crime Records Bureau of MP. Yes, in future it is very tough to involve in crime. Even you people will also face it tough to bunk the classes. We will tag a GPS to your hand. That's all. You cannot escape from the class. If you leave the class, a SMS will be sent to your parent or guardian saying that your ward or child is absent to the class. Time will come very shortly. Yes. Mine Mitra UP for online approval of mining plan. Dware Sarkar, West Bengal for doorstep delivery of services. Even Telangana and AP government are also having excellent services, Me Seva, etc. Yes, it is also working well. Okay, yes. Digital India Awards aims to encourage and honor innovative digital solutions and initiatives by various government entities and startups. Nodal agency, Ministry for Electronics and Information Technology. Implementation agency, National Portal of India. Here you have to remember, this is for the all these are government agencies only. It is for government. Of course, even there are many awards in this sphere given by other organizations, maybe few NGOs, etc. Now, Bureau of Energy Efficiency. You know, if you purchase any washing machine or air conditioner, etc., you will ask what is that star, 5 star, 4 star, 3 star, 2 star, 1 star. As the number of stars increases, the efficiency in power consumption will decrease. Means efficiency will increase, power consumption will decrease. So we have to save the power. So then only automatically we can use very less fossil fuels. Automatically we can reduce the carbon emissions. Carbon emissions. Okay. So now even if you purchase a bulb also, you will have 1 star, 2 star, 3 star rating. Ceiling fans have come under the ambit of mandatory star labeling from January 1st as per the revised Bureau of Energy Efficiency norms. Even if you go to purchase ceiling fans also, they have to specify the star rating. And even there is a company or a system, I don't know whether it is the name of the company or the system, BLD fans. BLD fans, the cost of the fan is 4,000 rupees. And the power consumed by that fan is only 30 watts. Whereas ordinary fans, local fans will consume nearly 150 watts, and branded fans will consume 80 watts if it is having the copper winding. These BLD fans only 30 watts. BLDC, brakeless DC. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, they will run on DC. I agree that. Okay. Yes. As high TK. Ceiling fans have come under the ambit of mandatory star labeling from January 1st as per the revised Bureau of Energy Efficiency norms. As high energy efficient 5-star rated fans will require new imported motors and electronic components, they would get costlier by 8% to 20%. Now everything will be increased. If you want to purchase a fan, you have to purchase it at a higher price. Of course, don't worry. Everywhere local fans are available. Yes. What is star labeling? Yes, you may encounter this in the examination. Who knows? Nowadays, everything is the UPSC, TSPSC, curriculum. Core, they have become the core, including chutneys and puris. Star labeling denotes energy savings of a minimum of 30% for 1-star rated fans to over 50% for 5-star rated fans. So if you are having 5-star air conditioner means you are saving 50%. Our ACs are 2-star, those are 3-star if I am not wrong. Under the new mandate, manufacturers would have to display the star ratings on their fans. The star rating is dependent on service value, of course. Now, star rating was introduced under the standards and labeling program in 2006 because they will go to background. For the visual representation of appliance efficiency, standards and labeling program comes under Energy Conservation Act 2001. It is mandatory for many appliances to have star ratings such as frost-free and direct cool refrigerators, LED lamps, room ACs, color TVs, refrigerator, TFL, etc. Now, about the BIS. The Bureau of Indian Standard is the national standard body of India and the Department of Consumer Affairs, Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Government of India. It is established by the Bureau of Indian Standards Act 2016, which came into effect on 12th October 2017 with the aim of safeguarding the interest of consumers. Because even if there is any technical or manufacturing mistake in the fan or anything, then the person may be subject to death. Who knows? Like many people died because of the local geysers. What do you say? The water heaters, etc. Okay. Yes. Now you know. So nowadays we are having the cell phones. Even our students will come and ask, "Sir, charger." They will come. No, it will not fix to my phone. They will go away. They want C, D, B. I don't know what is that. But government of India so recognized your hardship, especially our students, in getting charged their cell phone. They wanted to have a uniform USB, such that everybody can charge their cell phones. The Bureau of Indian Standards has announced terms for USB Type-C receptacles, plugs and cables as the country moves to have a common charging port for smartphones and other electric devices by March 2025. By that time, everything you will have only single. You can ask anybody, automatically it will fit your cell phone or tab or anything, because everything is in your phone and tab, not here, including cell phone numbers also. Even they don't know the phone numbers of their parents. Mummy, daddy, they will field. F1, F2. That is friend 1, friend 2. Yes. The standards match international ones and provide requirements for USB Type-C ports, plugs and cables used in smartphones. Exact same. Very easy to remember. Okay. USB Type-C. This they want to make it uniform. I think everybody understood what is the real problem. So that port should be uniform. Of course, in course of time, everything will be uniform. Yeah. New reactor powered by sun. See, now you know everything is running behind or after or by the side of the clean energy and also green energy. Even we are converting the urban waste into power. So here solar energy is used to convert urban waste into power. They are using solar energy and they are converting the urban waste into power. That is the theme. Researchers from the University of Cambridge have developed a system that can transform plastic waste, PET bottles, PET bottles, PET bottles. You will drink Coca-Cola in the bottle and you will throw in the classroom. That bottle, these people will recycle. Especially our boys' side, you will get lot of such kind of bottles. Yeah, and greenhouse gases into sustainable fuels and other valuable products using just the energy from the sun. The researchers developed an integrated reactor with two separate compartments, one for plastic and one for greenhouse gases. The reactor uses a light absorber based on perovskite, a promising alternative to silicon for next generation solar cells. Now solar cells are widely using silicon. In coming days, they will use the perovskite, of course. So they will ask what is perovskite. Generally, CO2 conversion requires a lot of energy, but with this system, basically you just shine a light at it and it starts converting harmful products into something useful and sustainable. About polyethylene terephthalate, that is PET bottles, is a thermoplast which is malleable under heat. It is known to leach trioxide and floods with antimony. Yes, leave it. Now, see, corrosion resistant nickel alloy coating. Till today, majorly we are using the chromium, chromite, chromium alloy to keep away the substance from the rust. Take our vehicle wheels, especially alloy wheels, they are chromium coated. Why we want to replace chromium coated with the nickel alloy? Chromium is carcinogenic. It is harmful to the mankind. So they want to replace it by this nickel alloy coating. All these steps are taken to conserve the ecosystem. A new method of deposition of nickel alloy coatings on high performance materials. What is the meaning of high performance? Continuously moving, like our wheels continuously moving, they have to perform daily. If one wheel of a bus sleeps, automatically all the people in the bus will sleep forever. Okay. High performance materials in engineering applications can replace environmentally toxic chrome coatings. The coatings obtained are also highly corrosion resistant and useful for the plastic wear. Yes, even nowadays on the plastic wear also you are getting the nickel coated. Yes. Outside plastic, inside your small box. So those kind of boxes have become new normal. Unlike olden days, we used to carry big carriage. Annam, pappu, pachadi. Yes. What is chrome plating? Chrome plating, less commonly chromium plating is a technique of electroplating a thin layer of chromium onto a metal object. Just now I told you. Issues is chromium contains hexavalent chromium, which is a known carcinogen. The plating process uses lead, which can be absorbed through the skin and can cause liver, organ, and brain damage. Because of excessive emissions of the lead into the air only, we are facing the problem of brain damage, etc. Once Maggie was recalled by the Nestle company. Why? The uh, lab observations have revealed that they are having the more lead residue in that, so automatically they were recalled, and that packets were converted into ash in a cement plant. So it is better to avoid the packet foods. Yes, cyanide is very toxic, if you consume cyanide, if you take into, if you inhale or take, you will be away from this world. And the sprint scheme, so it is the scheme of our navy, where they are encouraging the private sector, okay, to have most advanced technology ships or whatever may be the things. Recently, Indian Navy has signed an agreement with Sagar Defence Engineering Private Limited for armed autonomous boat swarms under sprint, supporting pole vaulting in R&D. Why R&D is important? We will have the excellent technology, and even we will use the resources in a judicious manner. So nowadays you can see the vehicles. Take the example of Desire. The mileage of the vehicle is excellent. Shift Desire more than 20 kilometers per hour, and even one vehicle, some S6 or some vehicle which looks like Ertiga in the Maruti. Huh? SL? XL6. It is said that its mileage is excellent, nearly 30 kilometers. Why? It is because of R&D and development. The expenditure made on R&D by the government will come under which head? Whether it is revenue expenditure or capital expenditure. The expenditure made on R&D is accounted under revenue expenditure or capital expenditure. Many times asked in the examination. Many times I repeated in the class. Yes, Swati, excellent, Andy. Capital expenditure, I told you several times in the class. It is capital expenditure. ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. An initiative to promote the development of niche defense technologies by domestic companies. Atmanirbhar Bharat, Vande Bharat 2, coming 3. Totally made indigenously, Some people are unable to digest that. They are throwing stones on that train. Not only Vizag, in many places. Yes. ठीक है. This is the 50th contract under Sprint, which aims at the development of 75 indigenous technologies by the industry for the Navy by August 15, 2023, as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Everything indigenous, and no doubt we are moving ahead, no doubt in it. Of course, flaws are common along with the good laws. Yes. So, same. Swarming in just defense means not allowing the enemy to attack. Psychologically, they are attacked, not physically or bombing. Like our one pilot, I'm very sorry, he entered into the Pakistan, uh, Abhinandan. Yes. Yeah. Okay. See now, from a long period, from starting from the Kyoto, Montreal, Kigali agreements, starting from a long period. So all the countries are wanted to address the holes or I mean what you say, the ozone layer depletion. They want to address that. And you know, ozone lies in which strata of atmosphere? Madam Chandrika garu. చిన్నదేమని నిన్నే వచ్చింది పాపం గట్టిగా. In which layer of atmosphere ozone layer is present? Yes, stratosphere. Ozone layer is very important because it will absorb the harmful ultraviolet rays. If it get depletes, then automatically you will face lot of skin disease. Already we are having number of diseases. One great disease is depression. Okay, and the main cause for the depression is we are not eager to hard work. Nobody is interested to work hard. They want everything in a smart manner. Say today is 21st. Exam will be in the month of February 6th. Sorry, on 6th of February. Today they will join in the institute. Can I crack in 7 days? So everybody wanted to achieve in that manner. That is not possible. Okay. Yes. Now the article discusses the efforts made to repair the ozone hole and how these efforts paid off. Yes, the ozone hole is decreasing. The size of the hole is decreasing. It is getting mended before our target, before our world target. The ozone hole, previously thought to be the most serious threat to planetary life, is now predicted to be completely healed by 2066. This is stated in a UN-backed scientific team report titled "Scientific Assessment of Ozone Depletion 2022." The ozone layer is predicted to return to 1980 levels over Antarctica by 2066. The issue in the Antarctica is different. No vehicle is there in Arctic and Antarctic, but still there is ozone depletion because of nitrogenous clouds. We have discussed in our routine classes. For new students, don't worry, once again we will discuss. Because all your old students are always new. The ozone layer is predicted to return to 1980 levels for Antarctica by 2066, 2045 for the Arctic, and 40 for the remainder of the planet. It has been steadily improved because of our various protocols. Montreal Protocol 1987. The Montreal Protocol mandates country to phase out production of all main ozone depleting substances. The Kigali Agreement 2016 to the Montreal Protocol aims to phase down 80 to 90% of the hydrofluorocarbons currently used by 2015, which are responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer. Hydrofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbons, greenhouse gas. HFCs have replaced chlorofluorocarbons in industrial use, and the amendment seeks to prevent additional 0.3 to 0.5 degrees Celsius of global warming by the end of the century. HFCs do not cause much ozone layer damage, which is why they were not originally prohibited, but they are extremely powerful greenhouse gases. So now, no problem with the ozone because HFCs will mend that. But now the problem with the greenhouse gas, because even from paddy fields we are getting the methane, even from the wetlands we are getting the methane, even from the cattle respiration we are getting the methane. All are the, it is a part and parcel of greenhouse gases. So mending of ozone is very easy compared to this because we cannot abruptly end the usage of fossil fuels. Even in the manufacture of solar panels also fossil fuels are used. Is it possible to use the success of repairing the ozone hole to slow the rate of global warming? Not so easily. Because the sorry. The success of the Montreal Protocol in closing the ozone hole is widely mentioned as a model for climate action. However, the parallels between the eradication of ODSs and the reduction of greenhouse gases, ozone depletion sources, and the reduction of are limited because the usage of ODSs through widespread was limited to a few specific industries, and the replacements were readily available, but not the case of the greenhouse gases. The case of fossil fuels is very different. The CO2 emissions are directly related to energy production, and it is produced by almost every economic activity. Even if you move on your bike, even in the non-economic activity also, you are harming the environment. Coming to the institution from home is a non-economic activity. It is an economic ruining activity. Why? You will spend a lot of money in the surrounding shops of the institution. Your parents' economy is ruined. Of course, you will generate economy for other person, no doubt in it. But coming to the institute by vehicle, you are causing harm to the ecosystem. Your house is very near to the institute. Yes. CO2 emissions. Even so-called renewable energies such as solar and wind have significant carbon footprints due to the use of fossil fuels in their manufacturing, transportation, and operation, etc. Of course, operation, no need of any fuel, but in transportation, yes, you have to transport in the vehicles. Methane emissions. The other primary greenhouse gases are primarily caused by agricultural operations, livestock, wetlands, and it is very tough to replace cattle. Not possible. I mean, you cannot stop the cultivation of paddy. Not possible. Yes. Yeah. Ozone is a naturally occurring molecule. An ozone molecule is made up of 3 oxygen atoms. Of course, O3. Ozone layer is a common term for the high concentration of ozone that is found in the stratosphere around 15 to 30 kilometers. Even this layer is also called as chemosphere. Above the Earth's surface, it covers the entire planet and protects life on Earth by absorbing harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. Prolonged exposure to ultraviolet B radiation is linked to the skin cancer, genetic damage, and immune system suppression in humans and animals, and lower yielding agricultural crops. If lower yield is there, means there will be inflation, complete ruin of the economy. Yes. Chemicals containing chlorine and bromine atoms are released to the atmosphere through human activities. These chemicals combined with certain weather conditions to cause reactions in the ozone layer, leading to ozone molecules being destroyed. O2 plus O. Okay? Yes. Now, the next topic is the burning topic of the world, that is the recession. Recession. Okay? So, what are the factors, responsible for the recession? You know what actually is the recession? Slowdown in the economic growth. Suppose we are growing at the rate of say 6 or 7% a year. If it is less than that, it is called as recession. Slowdown in the economic growth is called as a recession. And we have discussed in our routine classes why growth matters. Growth matters because if there is no growth in employment opportunities, no growth in services, no growth in extracting the natural resources also. So certain growth is needed. Okay. Yes. Now first you have to know what is the exact definition of the recession. Recession is nothing but slowdown in the economic growth. When there is slowdown, automatically the companies will lay off their employees. When employees are not having the employment opportunities, their purchasing capacity will decrease. No spending, no demand for goods. Industries will remove their laborers, and many industries are subject to shut down. And it will have cascading effect on many activities. No sector will be untouched under this recession, including agriculture also. The purchasing capacity will decline. They may consume only few items. Okay? Yes. Now, What are the causes? Yes, this is very important. What are the causes for the recession? Economic shock, like our COVID. Suddenly, the growth has shattered like anything. Arising due to unforeseen events like coronavirus, the most recent example. Earlier, world wars. Now, next is the excessive debt. Yes, excessive debt is also a reason for the recession. Suppose if I am having the debt, for your understanding purpose, what happened? I have to pay my EMIs. My salary will be very hardly equal to my EMIs, or very hardly I am able to survive. In this case, I will not involve in the discretionary spending. What is discretionary spending? Suppose if I am having a car, again taking another car. Why you are taking another car? Already you are having one car now. No, everybody in my apartment is having new cars. So why I should have a old car? I will also take. One person is having the Android phone. It is working in a fair manner, excellent condition. She will shift to the iPhone, torturing her parents. That is discretionary spending. Simply saying that our app is working only in the Apple phone, which is wrong. Our app will also work in Android also. By saying institute's name, few people are purchasing iPhones. Okay? Yes. So what happens if a person is having debt? He will not involve in the discretionary spending. Automatically, economy will not expand. No demand for goods. It will lead to recession. Why? Your much earned money is going to pay your debt. And even for that sake only, there is saying in Telugu, "Appu leni vaadu adhika sampannudu." Yes, 100%, not 100%, 1000% it is correct. Yes. Then asset bubbles. What is the meaning of the asset bubble? Asset bubble means it is only speculation. Suppose say there is a asset. Today it is say 5 years ago it was 1 lakh. Now it is 1 crore. It is a bubble. Actually, that asset is not having that worth. It is inflated. Like you people will inflate your marks in front of your parents, or you will say that even while you watch YouTube also, what are you doing? No, I am watching my sir's online class. Here, what is happening? Inflated. When that asset is not having the value by its virtue, it is not permanent. This 1 crore may become 10 lakhs. And this sort of asset bubbles will create lot of problem to the banking system. Suppose the banker will give a loan to a borrower. Say the property is 1 crore, but the valuation is 60 lakhs. He will give 50 lakhs of loan to the borrower, keeping this property as a collateral. This bubble has been subjected to bursting and it fell to 10 lakhs. Who is the loser? Banker is the loser. This has happened in America in the name of subprime crisis. All financial institutions faced hardship. They said, yes, you take your asset, you will go out. That's all. Who is the loser? Banker is a loser. So now this is the threat. In many areas, in many areas, the land value is running in crores. I don't know how many people are having the crores to purchase that land. Suppose if you want to enter into the agriculture to make it as an occupation, you need 10 crores to first to purchase the 10 acres of land. Then what you will sow in that and what is the price you will get? Very hardly nothing. Yes, it is purely a bubble. I am saying, being an agriculturist, there is a bubble in the land trade. Definitely they will burst sooner or later, but they will burst. Yes, that is the meaning of asset bubble. High inflation. High inflation is also a high inflation also leads to recession. Don't think only high inflation, even high deflation will also lead to recession. Suppose there is high inflation. See, yesterday there was a video showing the sufferings of a Pakistani woman, YouTube video, saying that the commodity price is very high in Pakistan, and it seems that she is from Karachi, and she is saying that the power bill has increased indiscriminately. Even they are fighting for wheat ka atta, it is at a higher price. No savings, no savings, no discretionary spending. Automatically nobody will purchase the, I mean, commodities. Only they will purchase the things which are needed for their life, that's all. Nobody will purchase even clothes also, because everybody is having number of clothes. Automatically high inflation will lead to recession, no doubt in it. In my area, the apartment costs have increased like anything. Now nobody is the taker, they are just coming and asking, they are going. Not possible now to purchase even apartment also. Even if you are having 1 lakh salary also, you cannot purchase apartment even with the EMIs also. That is because of high inflation. Now high deflation, yes, high deflation is also harmful. I will tell you one thing. There are many edutech companies which has arisen at the time of COVID. Edutech companies, online coaching, online coaching, online coaching. Because of their competition, what they are doing, they are reducing their prices. They have reduced their service charges. What happened? They could not manage the business. Those people are running into crores of losses, not lakhs of rupees. Crores, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Now what they are doing? They are involving in layoff of their employees. Automatically, the purchasing capacity of employees will get ruined, and unhealthy competition. One by one, all will collapse. The system will collapse. Very hardly a few people will survive. If tomatoes became 1 rupee, that is deflation, sudden fall in prices. Next time, what happens? He will not grow the tomatoes, and he will stop growing tomatoes, because if he grow tomatoes, he will suffer losses. If he will not grow tomatoes, at least he will not suffer losses. He will not involve in practice of horticulture. He will not grow any vegetable. Next time over, no livelihood, nothing to eat. Inflation is bad. Deflation is worse. Yes. Technological changes. Yes, even in the mains class also I told you, technology is also throwing a challenge. Online education is also throwing a challenge. Because of online education only, what happened? The coaching system has ruined. Everything free. If you pay 100 rupees, you can watch the video for 100 days. 100 rupees, 100 days. Because of the technology. Many people will lose their employment opportunities. See, now I will tell you one thing. Now internal combustion engines are used in the automobiles. Now it is replaced by the electric. What happened to these people who are pioneers in this technology? They will lose their employment opportunities. Automatically, they will not get any salary. Automatically, recession. Okay, of course. But as far as India is concerned, we may be away from the recession. Now, when you come to the Title 42, it is a it is a restriction imposed on the illegal migrants into the USA. The US announced to extend COVID-19 pandemic era restrictions known as Title 42 to expel migrants from Nicaragua, Cuba, and Haiti caught crossing the US Mexico border back to Mexico. They are facing a lot of problem in the Mexico border. So, Title 42 is related to the sending away the illegal immigrants to the other country, that is especially Mexico. It is related to the America only, not India. And cold wave we have discussed in our routine classes. Now in the now this North India is facing the issue of cold waves. The main reason is the mm, formation of clouds, And even we have discussed about the phenomena of continentality, and cold waves will decrease the visibility because of the non-dissipation of the particulate matter. Thank you.